Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, and welcome back to my channel. So, today's live will be all about the dads and some crochet items that you can gift them with. So, let's see who joins me and let's talk about what you plan to give to your dad or your husband. And let me find out who is here. Hello, Lillian. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Are you going to be gifting anything to your husband or your dad or your brother, nephew, any of those? Any man in your life? My time will be my gift for my dad. So let's see who joins me. If so I can show you some of the things that I created just to give you some ideas of what you can do in a short amount of time. If you run out of time, these are quick crochet items, at least quick for me. And I am not the fastest crocheter in town, but the items that I show you, I did them all but one of them I did this week. One of them I had already done before, but it's still doable in a day, when actually a few hours. So I am only going to be on here I'm trying to keep my lives to an hour so that at least if someone comes back to watch, um, they can commit to an hour. I can commit to an hour. So one of the things I think is a good thing for a dad is doing colors in their team colors. Because a lot of men like things in their team colors. So that was my whole thought process as I was crocheting these items. Hey, Lori, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hey, Monda, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And Shanita, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you all did a thumbs up when you came in. So if you haven't seen my video for the skull cap, this is one of the skull caps, and I did it in my favorite team colors, the dolphins. And I made it longer than the one that I actually did on my tutorial. Um, so my brim part is much longer than the one that I did on the tutorial, and I did like the fit of this more than the other one because the other one was right, I think, at the ear. So that is an easy crochet item to do, and you can find my tutorial on it. So I thought that was one thing to do. And you all can chime in and let me know if you are doing any crochet items for your dad or husband or brother, nephew, whatever. Whatever the man is in your life that you want to gift for Father's Day. Then the other thing I did, I found this tutorial. I thought it was cute. Was this, and everybody knows me and amigurumis are not best friends because I struggle constantly making them. But I made this little tiger here, and the tutorial that I did it from, I was not pleased because um, the person that did the tutorial, and I think they did it just to bring you in, but not to give you all of the information. And I think when I'm better at amigurumis, I'll catch this little thing. But when he did the nose, he did not say to use a safety um, nose, and he didn't give instructions on how to do the nose. So of course, when he did the nose, he put the nose on, and then the next thing you see, I should say this part of it, the white part. He did that. He put it on it, but then the next thing you see is the actual nose part. So I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't do that. So what I did was I just poked the nose in, pulled it out, and put some fabric fusion, squeeze some of that in there, and then put the nose back in there so it's glued on. I thought that really irritated me because I was like, that'd been nice to know. But this was my try at the thing, and he has his tail. So if your person is a any tiger, because there's a lot of colleges that are tigers. Who's in the NFL that's a tiger? Who's tigers? Why can't I think of who the tigers are? Oh, the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals. Um, I don't know who in basketball or baseball or tigers, but because I'm not really into either one of those sports. But that's a good idea. And another thing that you can do with this is put a key ring on it with a long stem, heavier than like for a cell phone that you dangle something from. But they can use this on their golf club bag. They can put this little thing on the golf club bag too. And he can put it in his office if he's an office person. So there's a lot of things you can do with this little tiger. I thought he was cute, so I did him. What else is on my list? Oh, I did not make one, but a cup cozy is a great thing to do, especially we're getting ready to go into football season. So those are good to do. And you can get the felties with the football on them and put a football on them or whatever you want to put on them because there's plenty of felties that you can choose from. But I didn't do one, but they take probably 10 minutes to do because it's a small thing and you can do that. But I didn't do one. I've done some, but of course I can't find them. What else is new? um, whatever sport the person that you're gifting to, you can get a felty for it and put that on the cup cozy. And then another thing I did was this bottle holder. I know people are trying to get away from bottles, but until we do, people still need bottle holders. Especially like for my friend and I, we usually freeze, well, at least I do. I freeze a bottle of water before I go to the game and I put it in my cozy. My bottle holder. I had a different bottle holder that I had for years, and I finally ditched it. And I got this. I made this one, so this one will be going to the games with me. And I use cotton for this because it'll be with my. Even though the cotton is stretching now, nylon would be down to the floor. So I did the cotton, and this is a great idea too. So when your bottles are cold, at least you got something to capture the condensation when it starts to melt, all that stuff. And this is something that's real easy to do. It's the mesh stitches you can see, and it's easy to do. Takes you probably 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how fast you crochet. So that was the other thing that I thought was a great thing to do. And let me see. Another thing you can do, now I didn't do one, I've done them in the past, is a wine glass holder if someone is into like doing wine tastings. When you go to the wine taste, sometimes if it's like something that's outdoors, they usually give you a wine tasting glass holder from the event, or you can take your own, your choice. But I thought that would be something good too, because people are getting out more and there's a whole lot more events. We're in the summertime, so people will be out a lot more. And you can do those you can do it in black, you can do it any color you want to. I would suggest that you do it in cotton because, the stretch factor of acrylic is really prominent. So that is another thing. Let me go and look at see if I missed anyone. Saying hi, saying hi, saying hi. Lori says, I'm good. Water to drink, mosaic blanket on the hook. Dropped a thumb on the way in. Thank you so much. Let me see. I don't know why you always say you struggle with amigurumis. Your projects always look so cute. Because I do. The sewing on the little ears, the tail, little arms, the paws, I guess, all that stuff. It's just because I'm not great at sewing and I'm always second guessing myself, trying to figure it out. And I'm constantly looking at the person's video to see how did they do that sewing again. And it's a struggle. This is a struggle for me, but he's done. And then I saw Loop de Lamb on Adventure. Is that her name? Or Miss Venter? I can't remember. She's the furls, one of the furls ladies. And I clicked on it and I was listening to, and I kept like, who is this lady she's interviewing? I didn't know who she was because I didn't catch the beginning of it. And then she showed her little bear. I was like, oh, that's Luke the Lamb. I said, oh, that's who that is. Because I watch her videos, but I never see her face. I just see her hands and her work. And when I saw that video for that bear, I said, oh, I got to make that bear. So I'll be working on that bear sometime tonight or tomorrow. Yes, I do still struggle with them. That's why I keep doing them. I think I need to stick to the little ones. Those big ones are just over my head right now. Monda says, I'm fine, trying to stay cool. Thank you for asking. How are you, Gloria? I'm working on a Tunisian tea towel from TL Yarn Craft. Oh, I wish I could get into Tunisian because I think it's pretty, but as I've said a bazillion times, it is too much like knitting. And I think that's what hinders me because I've tried it multiple times. Every time I see a pattern, a small pattern, I'm definitely not going to try anything big. But you know, the washcloths, dishcloths, whatever you use them for. And I started, but if you miss that one stitch, it's like, oh, it's all messed up. It's all going wonky. So I steer clear of it pretty much. One day I'm going to get into it. Hello, Renee. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Lori says, a coworker asked me if I could crochet her a pistol holster. Anyone ever see a pattern for that? No, no, not at all. Let me see. That's funny because I would not think that would be what's the word? I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. I don't think it would work. It wouldn't be conducive to holding a gun and then having to take it out. I don't know. Let me see if anyone, yeah, that's a pistol pattern. I don't want a pistol pattern. I want a pistol hold. Well, I guess if you did a pistol pattern, then you would know how to make a holder. Hmm. Let's see. Yep. There's one. There's yeah, there's a let me see. This seems so bulky to me. But there's a pattern. It's Lexus holster bag pattern. It's on Etsy. But that looks really big. But it wraps around like it's much. Let me see what else they have. Oh, there's a YouTube. Let me see. From 2019. Oh, this is paracord. I follow him. He does what do you call it? Am- um Kumihimo. I could not remember the name of that. But here's one. So now this one would probably be good because it's done with that paracord stuff. That might have some sturdiness to it. All right. You have some options. This is the paracord one. His video is 18 minutes and 34 seconds, and he's pretty good um on his instructions. So that might work for you, Lori. Good luck. Let me see what I keep messing up. Okay, so I take that one down. Wanda saying hi, hi, hi. Cordelia says, hello everyone. Drop by to give thumbs up. Have a pleasant afternoon, GT and followers. Also, well wishers. Thank you so much. Let me see. All I can find are wands for toys. Well, the paracord one is for a gun. He actually has, I just clicked on the thing and it has the gun. Let me see. Don't forget to hit the like button. I showed her that bag. She wasn't. Okay. But the paracord might be one. I can't do paracord. It hurts my hands. Oh, she also didn't like that one. Okay. Well, I'm out of suggestions for you. Good luck. And I wanted to tell you all, there's another update with YouTube. So if you all happen to watch any of my other videos, and you don't have to wait till I am on a live to contribute to my channel, because there's a little heart with a dollar sign, and you can click that and you can contribute that way. So I just wanted to let you know, because even if you're not contributing to my channel, it's something that you'll know for other channels. Okay. Back to my other list. Let me see what else I got. Okay, I did the wine glass. Another thing you can do is, if you're a fast crocheter, if someone wants a blanket, you can, blankets are always there. And as I said, men like team colors. They like black, gray, those colors. So if you have that yarn, go for it. What else? Another thing I thought about was not for usually for younger men who still have that that pretty body. I thought about a mesh shirt. So I'm gonna share my screen so I can show you what I'm talking about. So I thought that would be something really nice. And go to Chrome, and we're gonna go to, where is it? This one. Okay. So I thought this was really should be an easy one to do. And even these, even though they don't have a pattern, you can still do those. And then there's another one. This one is too much yarn with limon. It's nice. I think it'll be nice for the fall. But for summertime, I thought a nice mesh, that one, the granny square crochet. And I don't know why they call it a vest, because I guess I don't think of that as a vest. I think of that as just a man's shirt, anywho. But I thought those would be good as well. Cause hey, and I think they would be quick to make if you decide to make one. Because as I say, we're into the summer months and it's gonna get hotter. It's been raining on and off all day today here. That's what we have to look forward to in the summertime in South Florida. Let me see, what was the other thing? Another thing that I made, oh, I have mine back of my chair. When I used to golf, one time I went golfing and I had my little clubs, and I lost the covers that actually came with the club. So I made my own little covers, and there's nothing grand to them. You just wanted pretty much a little sleeve, something to slide over your golf club. And even this one will go over my driver. Now, you might have to make it a little bit bigger to go over a man's driver because their drivers are usually really bigger, much bigger than the woman's driver. And this is my driver. So this is another one. I did this one this week because I all the stuff that I did was all done this week. And so this is my driver. Unfortunately, I don't golf anymore because between my bad knee and my bad back, can't do it. And it just goes over. So you can always make them, and you can make something cute. Just some idea just to throw something together in a pinch, do a whole set, and it'll be all finished. And then the last thing that I have is, of course, my bucket hat in my team color. So you all have, you see the thing, I'll have a bucket hat. I got my bottle holder, and I'm ready for the game. Although I won't be wearing the bucket hat because it's way too hot for me. But when we have I don't even think the only games we have that will be quote unquote cooler games are the one, I think we have one night game at home. So that'll be cooler. Uh, Let me go back up. Let me see. Lori says, okay. Lori says, she saw my water bottle holder with a primrose stitch and wants that stitch. Oh, I want to try to design something. Yes, go for it. Go for it. And yes, all of these are simple stitches that I did because they're quick to work up, but there's a tons of designs on YouTube that you can choose from, different stitches. But I just went for the quick stuff, something I can whip up real quick and get it over and done with. Hey Vivian, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Nightbot's doing its job. Monda sends hi to Vivian. Nightbot doing its job. You know those washcloths with a hole or loop on the corner? You can make those bigger in team colors. Oh yeah. That's another thing. I thought about that, but I just didn't add it to the list. It didn't make my list because I was thinking about it, and I did think about it because I have them hooked on my golf bag, and I thought about it, and I was like, would I do that, or would I just? Because you get so many of those. If you go to any golf event and all that stuff is there, but that would be really really cute if you had to do something in a pinch. It would work. Let me see. Go team, go. Oh, I missed. Let me see. Manda says we had storms yesterday and our lights were out. Oh, all day. Thank God they came back on last night. Today is extremely hot today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, knock on wood, we have not lost electricity. We've had lots of storm. There's areas further south than me that have had 2 feet of water. They have had to pump all of the water out, cars stuck everywhere. People can't get out of their homes because the water is so deep. And of course, their cars would get stuck in that water. And every time I see that, I keep saying, I really need to buy me a truck, but not now. The cost of a truck is like a cost of a little house. You would have to make it with cotton yarn or t-shirt yarn. Yeah, t-shirt yarn is hard to do. Cotton yarn would be I wouldn't do it in t-shirt yarn, definitely not. Cotton yarn I would do because that's doable and it's more pliable than the t-shirt yarn. T-shirt yarn is really stiff. Nightbot doing this job. Hey Ola Joe, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up. Say hi GG, watch the ads. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Can't stay long, about to take a nap soon. Enjoy your nap because when I get off of here, it's going to be back to my work computer. Woohoo! Ooh, I can't retire. Retirement cannot come soon enough for me. And so I did this hat. This is going to be my 4th of July hat, although I might not wear it. But if you like this hat, I just uploaded the tutorial for it on Etsy. I should say the pattern, not the tutorial. And I'm debating if I'm going to do an actual tutorial for YouTube because time is of the essence. And that was the pink one. Do I? Oh, my baldy girl does not have her hat on or her wig. Oh, her wig is on Bonita. I think her name is Linda. We decided her name is Linda because I think my daughter told me Linda means pretty as well. So her name is Linda. So we have Bonita Linda. Let me see what. Oh, and this is my Juneteenth hat. I didn't put any yellow in it. I just went for the black. I was watching this show. I can't remember the name of it, and because I'm always going on YouTube trying to find these colors, like what's the order of the colors. And I remembered this show that I watched, and they had this event, and it was called Black Black and Red on Green. So that's how I keep the colors in my head. Black and red on green because it was I think it was a um, golfing event because of the greens. You want to be on the greens. So I did that hat. So I think I'm ready for the summer holiday. At least that's my plan is to be ready for it. Let's see. Lori said it's getting cloudy and windy here and supposed to storm tonight and tomorrow. Ooh, this storm is just like it's hitting all the places, all the hot spots. That one is beautiful. I saw yours on IG. Thank you, Ola Joe. I keep calling you Ola Joe. I never call you by your name. And it's so funny when I'm on something with you and I hear people say your name, I'm like, oh yeah, that is her name. You see, Lori says, I have a cake in my oven having a birthday party for my father. Ooh, father-in-law in tomorrow, and I volunteered to bake the cake. What kind of cake? What kind of cake? Is making you hungry? It would be making me hungry too. So I have to get my girlfriend and I went to um we were initially last night going to go to a food truck that does seafood. And I was so excited, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll come over and we can go together." I said, "Okay, cool." So we get in the car, I'm driving, and we're talking and talking. I was like, "Did we miss it?" So then she went online, and turns out because of the weather, because the weather we did have a huge cloud, and it was gotten dark, and it was getting ugly, and posted that because of the inclement weather, they would not be making it. I was like, "Oh man!" So we're like, "Well," she's like, "Well, what do you want to eat?" I said, "Anything but eggs." I don't like eggs. So we were going, there's a restaurant called Little Havana, and I've been there before. She's like, "Oh, have you been to Kevin's?" I was like, "No, what's Kevin's?" She says it's sushi and Thai. I said, "Okay, we can go there." So we got there. It's a small little place. It was the best food I have had in such a it was so fresh. Everything was perfect. Perfect. And I had some kind of spicy marinated beef salad thing that was delicious. And we had chopsticks. I struggled with those chopsticks, but I scarfed it all down. And I got a spicy tuna roll because I love spicy tuna rolls. It wasn't as spicy as I'm used to. I could have used a little bit more spice, but it was still good. And we had an avocado bomb, which is like I think they put like the flakes on it and deep fry it, but they didn't deep fry the whole thing. It's like part of it is deep fried, and they put some kind of something else on it, but it was delicious, just delicious. And my friend had some kind of a roll, Jenny roll. I think it was a Jenny roll or something like that. And then our dessert, and I'm not a dessert person, but I said, hey, I'll try it. So they have the little donut holes, I guess they are, and they were light and fluffy. The whole meal was absolutely delicious. So my daughter and I are gonna have dinner Friday there again. Because I was like, and it's a small business, it's not a chain place, which I love. I love going to places that are not chain restaurants. Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get the same meal, and it's gonna taste the same way because it's the same person always there cooking it. So I'm looking forward to that. Manda saying hi to Ola Joe, saying hi to Manda. Nightbot doing his job. Lori says, well, it's called a Boston cream pie, but it's 2-layer yellow cake with vanilla custard in the middle and chocolate ganache on top. Yeah, yeah, I don't like custard, so I'll be passing on that. Oh, that is something I have never gotten a liking for. Nightbot doing his job, Nightbot doing his job. Okay, so Lori is cooking a cake and gonna be working on trying to find her a pistol holder pattern, and if she's gonna create her own. What is everybody else doing? I am my project is at my work desk. I'm working on just a market bag, just something quick I could make. No pattern, just from my head. I made one years and years and years ago, and it's been sitting in my garage, but I made it with acrylic yarn, which was dumb because it's huge and it's just all stretched out. I don't even use it because I can't really use it because it's way too big. And I shouldn't have used acrylic yarn, but way back when, everything was acrylic for me. I did not veer off into anything but acrylic. So I just thought everything could be made with acrylic. Oh, thank you, Lord, for the invention of Google. But I could have learned this from all the books I've bought too, but I'm a very visual learner. So I learn a lot when I watch a video. And I watch a lot of videos because I like to see what other people do and how they change things and rearrange things and use a different stitch because it's all about learning. You want to expand your horizon of this craft. Hey, VJ, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Did you start 2 lives? I was sitting at the other live. Well, what I do is I actually schedule my live through YouTube because um, for some reason I cannot figure out on what is it, StreamYard, how to make my thumbnails fit properly. So if you look at what I scheduled on YouTube, the thumbnail is perfect. But if you look at my thumbnail for StreamYard, it's cut off. And I have played around with it and I can't figure it out. And plus with StreamYard, I can click on your messages and see them a lot better. So, but that's what I do because if I don't do it through YouTube, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna forget to click on for monetization. And I need every dime I can get, even though I haven't gotten a dime in a long time. But that's the other reason why I do it. So if you were sitting over there waiting for me, sorry, but that's I yeah, so I did schedule 2 lives. I'm only working off of one of them. Lori says, I'm actually doing the super easy version. It's a box cake and instant vanilla pudding, not exactly custard. Yeah, but it's still pudding. Pudding, custards, mousse, none of that stuff for me. I don't like that smoothness of it or something. There's something about it. I just don't. It doesn't agree with me. Manda says, "Hey to VJ." So, what are you working on, VJ? I went to the dentist yesterday, so I was not on your live. I clicked on it. I'm not sure what you were doing, VJ. I'm not sure what you were asking people about something. So I guess you had done a pattern or something, but I wasn't sure. After that cleaning, whoo, that was my first cleaning since I've had my braces taken off. And let me tell you, whoo, it's some kind of work. Hey, Melanie, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you had a thumbs up when you came in. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Everybody seems to be having bad, bad weather. I think I'm going to have to get some of my sew on name tags and put them on these grannies so that they stay on. That one stayed on, so I must have put the other one on. But anywho, that's where I am. So what are you all planning for your significant others or your dads or whatever for Father's Day? Melanie, I know you just lost your dad, and again, we give our condolences. I know this will be a hard Sunday for you. Let me see. All right, she hit everybody. Thank you, PJ. But as I said, my gift to my dad is just spending some time with him, sitting around, chewing fat, talking smack, and all of that. But he might have his own plans. Who knows? My sister has been going fishing, and my dad loves to fish, but so he may go fishing, and who knows? I might not even know, might not even see him, depending on what his plans are, because it's his day. He can do what he wants to do. But that is all I'm gonna do is hang out if he's home. And of course, try to get all my work caught up. I'm off Friday, so I got to get all my work caught up. And I can't stand spending my day off hanging out at the doctor's office either, but it's a must do, so I must do it. But I think that's all I have for you all. I'm glad you all came. I don't know what I'm going to be doing next week, but I'll figure something out. And I'm going to put these hats somewhere because I probably won't wear them. I'll probably put them on my Etsy shop. All right, ladies, thank you all for joining me. I am going to get off of here, grab me something to eat, and get back to work, get some work done, and then work on my market bag and get that finished. And hopefully it'll turn out all right. Monda says, I'm going to give my husband $1 million of what he got me, and that's nothing. My dad doesn't even know he's in the world. Oh my goodness. Well, he'll appreciate your hug. Thank you. It's 81 outside. Y'all got some good weather. I'm just working on a hat. My husband and I caught the sea at my oh. Oh. Oh, that's so bad. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm still being as being as cautious as possible. Have a wonderful day and enjoy. Thank you so much, Monda. And sorry for Melanie. Yeah, get well soon. Mom said hi to Mel. I was watching, oh, who's that man? Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Kimmel. I don't normally watch him, but he came on after news, and my friend and I had watched the basketball game. And who was he talking to? Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges. And I was like, I really don't remember any of his movies. And I said to my friend, I said, "Oh my goodness, he's old now." And he had gotten the seat also. And he says now that, after that, and I think him and his wife had it, and it sounds like it was really rough for them. And he says now, that he's recovered, he's still a little foggy, and but he's alive. And I was like, "Yep." So he had tweeted something about something, something, something. He says, and 71. So he's 71 years old. So yeah, he is old. He's 7 decades. No, is it decades? Yeah, yeah, decades. Let me see. Renee saying hi to everyone. Lori says my dad is gone and my father-in-law is wrapping Father's Day into his birthday. Oh, that's cool. Hubby is wrapping Father's Day into his July birthday, so it's gonna be just another day. Oh my goodness, just another day. Well, you all will have a good time. Good times to be had by all. Came on, yet we were around people who had been flying. Oh, just feels like I have a cold. I had my shots already. Yeah, I was sick, but I know it wasn't that. It was just a cold because I just had like a runny nose and it just wiped me out for 2 days. And then after that, I was up, but I don't think because and my daughter, she was sick too, and she was all scared, and she's like, "Okay, okay." I was scared, so I took the test, and it was negative. I was like, "Yeah." So we were both okay. Our sons will probably grill for him, and they will probably play ball in the yard or watch a movie. Oh yeah, that's cool. The grilling is a must. It's a must. Yeah, so I don't do the grilling. I have a grill outside that has that propane tank, and I'm here by myself. I'm scared to death to mess with the thing. And every time I see it, I said I should have just stuck with my charcoal grill. I don't that doesn't bother me. It won't blow up on me or anything like that. And I can't get my lawn man to mess with it. He's like, I don't mess with those things. So I'm stuck with it right now. Me and my chicken daughter. I'll get somebody to come over here and take the tank off because I really don't use it. I used to use it when I first started this job 8 years ago, where life was better. I wasn't working every weekend like I do now. And on my lunch break, I would go grill something real quick. It wasn't every day, but at least I had time to do that. Now, please. It's the furthest thing from my mind. I just want to sit and go woosah on my lunch breaks now because ah, this work and business test gave me false negative and I knew I had. So I went to Kaiser and all the same day and said positive. Don't trust those home. Okay. Well, since I'm better now and I didn't have any of the quote unquote telltale symptoms, I just figured I had a cold because I usually get summer colds. So I just ran with that. Let me see. Sell the grill and buy a charcoal one. That's what I should do, as I really don't have any use for. And it's a big one. And it's so big and it's so annoying because during hurricane season, my daughter and I have to drag that big thing into the house. and put it into the garage because you don't want that to be the thing that tears down your windows because it must weigh 100 pounds or more because I can't move it by myself. So I'm figuring it must weigh probably, well, it's heavy. I'll just put it that way. It's heavy. I should put it on, what's it called? Offer Up or something. I think that's the name of the app. I had a bird swing chair. I think that's what it's called, a wicker bird swing chair. And I had it for like 30 years, I think, because I bought it when I was in the army, and I've been out of the army 28 years. I've been out of the army 28 years. So, and I had that before I got out of the army. So I'm guessing I probably had it 30 years or more. But I kept moving it from one place to the other, and it was a huge thing. And I really didn't have any space for it. And I reluctantly just I put it on offer up, put it on there as a freebie because I got my worth out of it. I probably could have sold it, but these ladies came over, little ladies, I don't know what their nationality was, but they were little, like they were Asian people. They came over, and the two of them, it had a big wrought iron round base. It's the swing chair, so it had the chair and just that big spring thing that you hook the chair onto the base with. It weighs probably 5 pounds, and probably not that much, but anyway, it's weighty. And then the round base of it, so they had to take it and take the chair off. And I told them, I said, you're gonna have to get that base part into your vehicle. Thank goodness they came in a minivan so it would fit. And I just let them do their thing, and I watched, and I was like, it's gonna be interesting to see these little ladies put this thing in there. They got it in there, and they were on their way. They were so happy. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna use that like um for themselves or use it for an event or something, but they came over and got it. I was happy. It's gone. Yes, offer up is great. I've sold many items, many things there. Yeah, I think, yeah, I might do that. You don't know offer up? It had another name. Let it go. It used to be let it go. I think that's the other name, but now it's called offer up. It's the same thing. My friend and I were talking about Rakuten, and we couldn't remember what Rakuten's name used to be. Because I just bought some NFL new stuff for the game so I can have some fresh stuff since I've gained extra pounds since we've been on lockdown and I haven't really been exercising at all. And I said, all the stuff that I have in there now, I can't get into it. So I think I'm going to donate it and go with the big girl stuff that I have just purchased. That stuff I have now, I can put it on, but it won't be comfortable. And I want to be comfortable when I'm at the game. I'm so looking forward to it. So looking forward to it. I think I'm going to take me a road trip for my birthday. I don't know if anybody knows who Anthony Mark Hankins is, but he's a um, clothes designer. He's on Home Shopping Network. I've been following this man since they used to have a BET shop, and that was the first time I saw him. And so he moved to Savannah, and he's been showing stuff that's going on with his house. He's renovating this older house, and he had posted that he had to have his irrigation system redone because whoever did it did a hot mess. And he loves his gardening, so he wants his plants to grow and thrive, but they're not getting the proper water. And I said, "Oh, that scares me because I know I needed to have it done in my house." I said, "But that's not in the funds right now." And he's like, but anywho, we went back and forth talking, and I told him, I said, Savannah is one of the places that's on my list of places to visit. And I've been saying that for what, 2 years now. I want to go to Savannah and haven't gone. So he's like, "Oh, that'd be cool. We can meet up at some place," he said. Um, but I said, "My luck, when I do decide to go, he'll probably be in Paris or somewhere because, those designers have to go and find out the newest things that are going on." He used to work for Yves Saint Laurent. I think it was Yves Saint Laurent. I think that was the first house that he worked at. One of those big designers. But he's so funny. He's so full of life and oh, he has such the personality. So my girlfriend and I are probably gonna do a road trip to Savannah because it's like 6.5 hours from here. And then we were talking about um going to Vegas to see Bruno Mars until we looked at the price of the tickets. And then we thought about the tickets, the flight, the hotel. We were like, no, we're gonna do Savannah. Ooh, that the cheapest tickets they had in nosebleed section was $185. So you figure, and as she said, who goes to Vegas for a day? You don't go to Vegas for a day. You go want to at least see some things while you're there. So we scratched that. But I still want to see Bruno Mars. I still can kick myself because he was here in South Florida years ago. And I really wanted to go. Of course, I couldn't find anybody to go with me. And so I decided I wasn't going to go. And I think the ticket was like 120 something then. So I'm not surprised that it's much higher now. Plus, it's in Vegas, and it's not just Bruno. It's Bruno and the Silk Sonic. This added more to it, so got to add more money. But I love Bruno Mars. He is. I can't say he's taken the place of my Prince because nobody has and nobody will probably. But I think he's a great entertainer. And I don't know enough of his son. Like I knew like almost all the Prince songs. I don't know enough about Bruno Mars songs to say, I'm a real fan, but I do like him. I like him. I like what's his name? Pitbull. But I don't want to see a Pitbull show because I don't want to see all them ladies shaking their behinds in my face, half naked. So I steer away from Pitbulls. I've seen enough of his shows on TV to know that those are G-rated. In Vegas, what they say, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So, but anywho, that's where. All right, I'm gonna get off, and I babbled enough for you all. I'm gonna get off of here. But I thank you again for joining me. And as I said, YouTube has updated again. So if you want to contribute to this one or another video of mine that you see, there's a little heart button with a dollar sign that you can click on, and boom, you have contributed to my channel. And I say in advance, thank you so much. Have you priced out gas for the drive this van? Oh yeah, well see, I have a little what is my little car? A little Prius. So I already figured out I only get 10 is my gas tank is only 10, so I'm not figuring $50 a gallon. I mean $50 a tank full, which a tank full will probably get me almost to Savannah. Actually, let me see it. Um I figured $150, but I don't think it's gonna be $150 because I think let me see, how far is Savannah? Where's the miles? 446 miles, and my car gets um, almost 400 miles but it gets 400 miles in the city. I don't recall what it gets on the highway, but I figured 2 tanks of gas will get me to Savannah, so that's $100. Yes, I did price that out. I weighed all of them. So I said $100 to get there. Then I looked to see what hotels are in the area. So if we stay 3 days, that's gonna be $700 for the hotel. And I'm gonna try to eat everywhere I can because that's the whole purpose of going to another place is to try out the food. And I looked to see what events are happening in that during that time frame because that also will affect your price of the hotels depending on if it's something huge that's going on. They got some little events going on, but nothing huge, not like no big concerts or anything like that. So yeah, I priced all that stuff out so far. We will see. I wish it cost $135 to get a full tank of gas in my Jeep Cherokee in California. I would be hot riding my bike this. Woo, woo. Yeah, California's getting hit real hard. And unfortunately, it's gonna really affect who ends up running this country. And that scares me a lot because a lot of this stuff is out of people's hands, but of course, it goes back to the administration that's in office that they blame. But a lot of this stuff, nobody expected it to happen. Didn't expect that there would be a shortage of baby milk, didn't expect there to be a shortage of tampons, didn't expect there to be a shortage of paper towels and toilet paper because what we learned with this shutdown is America relies on a lot of other countries to keep America going. That is what I learned. I don't know what everybody else learned, but that's what I learned. We rely on a whole lot of other things to keep this country going. And I read an article about toilet paper, and everybody's like, how can there be a shortage of toilet paper? And there was a thing that toilet paper that you use in the office is not made for um, consumers. It's made for office spaces and paper towels and all that stuff. So there's a factory that does that, and there's a factory that does toilet paper, and the two don't cross, I guess. Who knows? All I can say is say your prayers because in November it's gonna be a new sheriff in town that they keep predicting. And that new sheriff, I do not look forward to. Anywho, I'm out, people. Everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye bye. Thank you all again for joining me. Um, yes, do that, Lori. Work from home as much as possible. That's the thing that's saved me. My car is 13. Nope. What's this? I got my car in 2007. How many years is that? 15 years? My car is 15 years old. And it has 100 and something thousand miles. I get a oil change once a year because I hardly go anywhere. All right, everybody take care. See you on the next one. Bye bye.